What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com, recapping the news, and we have a lot of news to talk about and some interesting stuff. We'll get to that in a second, but it looks like today will be the day that we hit 100,000 subscribers. At the time of shooting this, which is like 3 a.m. in the morning, we are 46 subscribers shy of 100K. Once again, like always, that is because of you guys. I greatly appreciate all the support you guys have shown. It truly means a lot. Now, as for a few of the highlights in this video, we have potentially, or I should say possibly, a first look at the 2019 Air Jordan 11 Bred. A lot different than many of us expected, especially since on Friday we talked about rumors of it featuring the number 45. I'm sure some will be happy about the look, and we'll talk about more on the Jordan 11 Bred later in the video. We also have a first look at two upcoming K54 collaborations with Jordan Brand. We also have a lot more from Jordan Brand, a little bit of Nike, and a little bit from Adidas. But without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Adidas sent out a press release on the upcoming Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V2 Vanta. Now, the release on this pair is a bit odd to me because they said that some retailers will have this pair early on May 31st. Now, they didn't say which retailers, so I can't tell you at the time of shooting, but we should be hearing some more information soon. Now, as for the wider release, you'll be able to purchase at select retailers, Adidas.com, and Yeezy Supply on June 6th. Also, they are releasing in full family sizing, so adult sizes will cost you $300, kids will cost you $180, while infant sizes will retail at $150. Adidas also sent out a press release on the upcoming Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Black. Now, as most of you know, there's two versions of the shoes. There's the reflective and the non-reflective, and in this press release that Adidas sent out, they didn't make mention of the reflective pair, so as of now we're just going to talk about the non-reflective. So originally this pair was expected to drop on June 8th. However, the official release date is June 7th. Also, they will release in full family sizing, with adult sizes costing $220, kids will cost $180, and infant sizes will cost $160. This pair will release at select retailers, as well as Yeezy Supply and Adidas.com. During the month of June, there's going to be a ton of Yeezy releases, and the next one to talk about in this video is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V2, known as Tephra. Originally, this pair was being called Cement. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess maybe due to the cement gray type shade used. And also, there was a mock-up of the shoe, and the shades were a bit darker. Here, they're a little bit lighter. But going over this pair, we have several shades of gray used throughout. We also have suede and leather used, and across the panels, we have 3M reflective. Now, at the time of shooting this, the release date is June 15th. However, that could change. It seems that a lot of release dates, not just for Yeezy, but Nike and Jordan Brand, have been moving around quite a bit, and retail price is set at $300. Also, it isn't known if this pair will release in full family sizing. We got another 3 Yeezy Boost 350 V2s set to drop in June. Now, some of you may remember back in March, Adidas launched their first regional pack, which featured the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. Now in June, it appears that there's going to be another regional release. Now, this is rumored, not confirmed as of yet, but the 3 pairs that will release regionally includes the Lundmark, Antlia, and Synth. So the Lundmark will drop in North and South America, the Antlia will release in Europe, while the Synth will be available in Africa, Asia, and Australia. Each pair also features a reflective and non-reflective version. The reflective pair of each is rumored to release on June 21st, and then the non-reflective will drop on June 22nd. And retail price for the non-reflective will be $220, while the reflective will cost $250. Now, like I mentioned, this is a rumor, and you can expect more updates on this regional release soon. On to Nike, and we're going to talk about this shoe briefly because we don't have much information, but we have a look at an unreleased colorway of the Nike LeBron 3, which comes covered in red. Now, this preview comes from LeBron James himself, which he shared on his Instagram story. Red takes over the entire shoe. We have leather on the upper, as well as the LG23 logo on the medial side, and then the lion's head logo on the tongue. Now, we don't have any information as far as the release goes. It's very possible that this pair is an exclusive to LeBron James, but once I hear of more information, that will go into the following video. Towards the end of June, the Nike PG3 USA will release, which comes in white, metallic gold, and midnight navy. As you can see, white takes over mostly the entire shoe, while metallic gold lands on the swoosh as well as the tongue branding and on the heel. On the midsole, we have red and navy speckled detailing. Navy also covers the liner, and then we have navy and red on the insoles. So for a release date, they are set to drop on June 21st, and retail price will be $110. During the Nike segment in this video, we're going to have a few more quick update release information on some shoes that were previously showcased, and Nike's officially calling them Heritage. Featuring Atomic Violet and Bicycle Yellow, the shoe also has teal around the heel, and what is the highlight of the shoe is on the heel displays all 16 years when the Lakers won NBA championships. Originally, this pair was set to drop on May 18th. That never happened. We do have a new release date, and they'll be available at select retailers, including sneakers, on May 31st. Retail price is $185. Our last piece of news for Nike is once again a quick update, and it's on the Nike Air Fear of God 1, Orange Pulse, and Frosted Spruce. Now, in last week's video, I talked about the release, which Foot Locker locations would have the shoe, and if you're not around any of those Foot Locker locations, the good news, I guess you can call it good news, is that Nike sneakers will also have both colorways on June 1st. Retail price will be $350, although the way Nike sneakers has been working for me and many others, I highly doubt this will be a good chance to purchase. But for those that are going after either one or both colorways, good luck to you. We're on to Jordan Brand, and I'm sure many of you know that I try, and I mean I really try, to keep my personal opinion on a specific shoe unless I'm doing a review on them, and I like to keep the news videos just straight news. But this pair, God, it's ugly. But for those that do like them, this is the Jordan Mars 270 in collaboration with PSG. So we have another hybrid shoe which will release in different colorways, just not this pair. So looking at the shoe, some of the other popular Air Jordan models you can see infused is the Air Jordan 1. We also have the netting from the Air Jordan 4, the Air Jordan 5, the Air Jordan 6, and Air Jordan 7. Now for PSG's collaboration, it features infrared 2.3 across the entire upper, black lands on the netting, laces, and midsole, and then we have white on the swoosh. So we only have the one image, but it appears that they'll feature a translucent outsole as well as an Air Max 270 unit. We don't have a release date for the shoe, expected to drop either summer or fall 2019, but more than likely they'll release on the same day of the Air Jordan 6 PSG. Retail price is $175. Now, honestly, let me know your opinion on this pair in the comments below, because as you can tell, I'm not feeling this shoe whatsoever. Don C, who created the Jordan Legacy 312 and is founder of the brand Just Don, will fuse the two together to release a collaboration, and this is a first look at the Just Don Jordan Legacy 312 low. Now, I am actually a pretty big fan of the Jordan Legacy 312 low. I think this is a rare instance where a low is better than the mid or high, whatever you want to call it. And going over the shoe, it features white leather across the upper. We have purple on the strap as well as part of the midsole and placed within the elephant print. Teal hits the swoosh, Nike branding across the strap, liner and hinted on the tongue. Speaking of the tongue, we have Just Don branding that's also placed on the insole, and then we have Volt by the heel and across the rubber outsole. At the time of shooting this, it isn't known if this pair is going to release or if it's an exclusive. These images come from Sean Wotherspoon. When he shared these images on Instagram, he was pretty much just thanking Don C for giving him this shoe. But like always, once there's additional information, that will go into the following video. So quick update on the Air Jordan 7 Ray Allen. We have official images, which of course gives us a better look, but I've been seeing a lot of people saying the release has been pushed back, and I just checked a few release calendars from retailers, and I just want to let you guys know they're still set to drop on June 1st. However, it is still possible that a release does get pushed back. I've seen a release in the past get pushed back with only 3 days left till the drop. Just to recap the info on this release, they drop on June 1st and retail price is $190. We now have a detailed look at the upcoming Air Jordan 3 Tinker Black Cement. Now, I've shared this shoe quite a few times already and gave you a breakdown of the shoe, but I feel like this is our best look yet. It shows off pretty much every angle possible, so I did want to throw that in this video. Also, there's some images that show off the 3M. The 3M covers the tongue, eyelets, and the swoosh. And then another highlight on this pair is the Nike Air on the heel. We also have Tinker Hatfield's signature on the inside of the tongue, as well as on the insole. And then on the insole as well, we have the sketch that Tinker did. But moving forward, a release is scheduled for August 15th. And like you guys already know, anything could happen. That date could be pushed forward or back, and retail price is set at $200. Surprisingly, the Air Jordan 1 Mid has had a strong year. We've seen many colorways drop, some better than others, some with OG like color blocking, and then others that are just wild. Here we have a first look at an upcoming collaboration, and it's known as the Air Jordan 1 Mid K54. Annually, Jordan Brand connects with K54. And for those that don't know, it's a basketball tournament that takes place in Paris. And looking at this Jordan 1 Mid, it features white leather on the toe and panels, while black leather lands on the overlays. We also have the Wings logo on the ankle collar overlay, done in white, and then we have the K54 logo on the tongue. Now, by the Wings logo and just below it on the overlay, we have various shapes, which is very subtle, and it has a gloss overlay. This shoe will also feature a split theme. The left shoe features yellow and green, while the right features blue and red. On the left shoe, yellow will be on the lateral side, while green is on the medial, and then on the right shoe, red is on the lateral, and blue is placed on the medial. Those two shades will then meet in the middle with some cross stitching. Finishing this pair off is a white midsole and black rubber outsole. Currently, there isn't a release date for this pair. However, they are expected to drop this summer. Also, we don't have a retail price, and so far there is one other pair confirmed to release in collaboration with K54, which I'm going to talk about now. The next pair to release between the two is the Air Jordan 8, and this pair is a little bit louder than the Air Jordan 1 Mid. It also features different materials. As you can see, we have mesh and what looks to be suede. The same shapes that were used on the Air Jordan 1 Mid is present here, but as you can see, it's not subtle at all. We have shades of blue, white, yellow, green, and red. The carpet-like Air Jordan 8 emblem on the tongues will be in different shades as well. The left shoe will feature green, red, and yellow, and then the right shoe, which has a Paris theme, uses blue, white, and red. Those same shapes land on the heel as well as the insoles, while speckled detailing on the midsole and a translucent outsole completes the look. Now, one thing I didn't notice on the shoe is we don't have any K54 branding. That's a little bit odd to me, but we don't have a clear shot of the outsole. Obviously, from the sides, we can tell that it's a translucent outsole, but I'm not sure if that's a deal breaker for anybody. And as far as release information goes, we don't have any. They're expected to drop this summer and no retail price. Once there's more information on the Air Jordan 1 Mid and the Air Jordan 8 K54, definitely will make sure to let you guys know. But in the comment section, let me know which pair you like better, the Jordan 1 Mid or the Jordan 8. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of things going around on the Air Jordan 11 Bred. And personally, I've reached out to all my sources and none of them 100% can tell me if it'll have 2.3 or 45 on the heel. The first rumor going around was that it'll feature 45. A lot of people were upset about that. I personally don't mind either way it goes, but I definitely can understand the argument of it needing to have the number 23. Now, apparently, this is a first look at the Air Jordan 11 Bred for 2019, and you're going to notice a lot of things wrong with this picture. Now, I'll be honest, right off the bat, this is a rumor. Do I fully believe that this image is the 2019 Air Jordan 11 Bred? No, I don't. But I am going to talk about it, kind of give you my thoughts on it, and I've even messaged the individual who has this image, and I'll get more on him in a second. First up, you're going to notice is that it features 23 on the heel. I'm sure many will be happy about that. Also, the patent leather, it is low cut. When Jordan Brand dropped the Space Jam, they made the patent leather high, just like the OGs. And on every Air Jordan 11 release after that, the patent leather was high. A lot of people were upset about this at first, but I feel over time they got used to it. I loved it because it was just like the OGs. Another thing on this shoe is the Jumpman. It's facing the wrong way. Now, the fact of it featuring 2.3 or 45, I can't say for sure, and I don't think anybody at this point can, if it'll feature one or the other. Every other news outlet, including myself, we're all up in the air. We're basically chasing a rumor at this point, and I admit that. And I made sure to put that in the article, and I make sure to say that in every video. But throwing me off here 100% is the patent leather. I don't understand why all of a sudden it's in low top form. And for those that own the OG Air Jordan 11 Bred, you'll notice that on that patent leather, there's basically white trimming. That to me was what I was looking forward to on this shoe. I don't know, it's just a small detail that I really like. And I saw other people talking about it, so I know that others are looking forward to that as well. Now, the individual with this photo, he goes by Wave God, the Legend, and he was originally known as Too Much Soul or something along those lines. And I did message him, and he seems like a nice person, but from what I've seen in the past, he kind of dabbles with the gray market of shoes, and I can't 100% confirm that, so it's allegedly because I've never purchased from him. But seeing from what others have said and shown, it does appear that way. Now, what he does do is gives us first looks. Just if you buy from him, you might not get what you think you're getting. And in the past, he has supplied some information that has came through as true. So at the very minimum, we do have that. But I did send him a DM, and I put, hope all is well, was wondering if you have a pic of the tag that will show production date for the Bred Jordan 11. Because if he has that, I mean, it's a good start. However, if it's a fake shoe, then the tag would be fake. But a lot of people think this is either a sample of the 2012 release or the countdown pack. He responds with next week. So apparently we're going to get some more images next week. But then he follows again saying test sample is the image I provided. 23 on heel and new production instructions. What we can take from that, or what I at least take from that, is that the release will have the 23 on it according to him, and the new production instructions, that could either mean we have a high cut patent leather or a low cut like shown. So I followed up with, so this was a practice run basically. Release will be low cut patent and 2.3 on the heel. He has yet to respond, but when he does, I'll leave a comment and then I'll pin it to the top, and I'll continue to update it so we have more information if anybody does care about it. Now, at the end of the day, if they do release with low cut patent leather, 2.3 on the heel, everyone's going to buy them. If they release with the high cut patent and 45 on the heel, everyone's going to buy them as well. I don't think it makes too big of a difference. Now, if it was up to me, one thing I would keep is the high cut patent leather. And just to give you guys a quick rundown on the release information, if you missed the last video, this pair is set to release on December 14th. Retail price will be $220. I'm sure we're going to hear more information this week, but I want to know your thoughts. Do you think this is the 2019 release or the 2012? My thoughts, I'm sure you guys already know. I don't think this is the 2019 release, but I could be wrong. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on sneakerfiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. Once again, I appreciate everybody for watching this video. Also, if you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. With that being said, we're going to wrap up this video. Once again, appreciate you watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.